Hello there. Today I'll be going over the different types of tables in Roblox Studio. So we have two types of tables. The first is an array and the second is a dictionary. An array is a default type of table in Roblox. So if you create a table and you don't associate an index or a key to it, an array will basically be the type of table that you've created. And I'll explain what an index and a key is later. But for now, the difference between an array and a dictionary is an array has an index associated to its value and a dictionary has a key associated to its value. So I'm going to have a script now. Let's call it tables. So create a table variable, so local my array equals table. And let's have the first value set to hello. Sorry for coughing a lot. My throat is terrible today. But the first value is hello. The second would be, let's do 72. I don't know, just any random number. And the last value, let's set it to a boolean, so false. So now we have three values in this array. And let's print the array. So let's do run. And it's going to print the array. And as you can see, we just created the values, right? We only created hello, 72, and false. So it automatically created an index associated to each value. So the first value gets 1, second value gets 2, third value gets 3, and so on. So now let's do a dictionary. Local my dictionary is equal to, let's have a random word for the key. Let's do, I don't know, just name it random word equals, let's do sandwich, I don't know. And then let's do another key and let's call it, I don't know, hello. And let's set that equal to goodbye, I guess. And then let's have the last key and let's call it, I don't know, let's call it last key, and you can call it anything. And let's set it to false. So now we have we have three basically three slots in this dictionary, and I'm gonna print my dictionary right here. And let me just add a label so I know which one's an array and which one's a dictionary. So let's do array, and then let's do my array. Let's do dictionary. Let's do my dictionary. And basically, so these things are the keys for the dictionary. So you see these, right? The keys here. That's basically what these are, and these are the values. As you can see, the values are right here. And now I'm gonna run this. So the array, it has an index for each of its values. The dictionaries, it has its own key for each of its values. And you can name the key anything, it doesn't matter. And the values can be anything either. So yeah, that's the difference between an array and a dictionary. Now let's go over the syntax for inserting values into an array compared to a dictionary. So here for an array, if you want to insert a value into an array, you literally just use table dot insert, and then let's go. I think it's the table. The table is the first parameter. Let's do my array, and then let's insert a value called new value, and let's see if this works. Oh, I accidentally ran something. Okay. Go here, and it has a new value, and the index for it is 4, which is what basically happened is that we call table insert, and it created a new index for this value, and that's what happened. Now if we want to add stuff to a dictionary, I think the syntax is my dictionary, and then we can have a key for it. So new key equals, let's call it new value. And I think we just do that new key like this. Alright, so now we go to the dictionary, and the new key is inserted into this. So we did my dictionary.new key, and this created a new key for this table, and this is the value that we set for this key, and it pops up here. So yeah, that's the syntax for adding stuff to a dictionary. And let's go. I'm gonna go over the difference between an pairs loop and a pairs loop, because that is interwebbed into arrays and dictionaries. So let me go right here, and let me just say, let me open up this whiteboard, and for arrays, as you can see, I say use pairs, and for dictionary I say use pairs. And what that basically means is if you have an array, you should loop through it like this: for index value in pairs my array, do print index, and then print value or whatever, it doesn't matter, but this is how you should loop through your arrays, and then you can have whatever function here. I just put prints, and then I'm just gonna have another print and just have this here, so it just separates everything. And then I'm gonna loop through the dictionary, right? So for key value in pairs my dictionary, do print key, print value, and then print this. And basically, so for arrays you want to use pairs, that's what I meant here, and for dictionaries you want to use pairs. And so that way when we run this, right here, now we're looping through the array. We first loop through the array, and it says, and it prints the index, prints the value, prints the index, prints the value, and all of these. And then now we are looping through the dictionary, and first value is hello. And for dictionaries, by the way, when you add a value, it doesn't add it to like the last to the last lot. Like, look here, when we added the new key, it didn't add it. So look, we added the new key here, but the new key didn't go down here as the last slot. It instead organizes them in alphabetical order for all the keys. But for arrays, it just organizes them in whichever got updated and goes last. But yeah. And as you can see, when we loop at a dictionary and with pairs, it works fine. You know, it prints the key, prints the value, and then we have a separator right here. But pairs does work for arrays too, but it's just better to use pairs because that's what it's made for. But yeah, that's the difference between a dictionary and an array in Roblox Studio.